Okay, hello, how are you? I hope you are great. So today we are going to work with Unit B, My Space. This is the reading of Unit number 2, right? And as I told you last Wednesday, we are going to work with the reading part at home, right? So in this video, I will try to guide you through the reading so that you can take advantage of all the activities, right? So as you will see, we have a vocabulary building, reading part, pronunciation, and then here we have critical thinking. So all these are the parts that we are going to work with the reading part. But first of all, you'll see that you have this vocabulary building section in which you will enlarge your vocabulary. Do you remember that we talked about that last Wednesday, right? We need to enlarge our vocabulary in order to be more precise when we speak and when we write, right? And also to learn English and to understand texts, written or oral texts. So today you are going to work with suffixes or the suffix ion, right? This is really simple for us Spanish speakers because we have the suffix sion and we form noun with that suffix. So it is the same in English, right? So read carefully the information that you have in this blue box and then move to activity number 1, in which you will have to read the vocabulary building box, right? And then complete the table. This is a table. Use the dictionary if necessary and listen and check your answers, right? So you will have to listen and you will have to repeat your answers, right? Try to copy exactly what you listen so you can improve your pronunciation, right? So this is easy because you have here the verb accommodate, and then you will have to do the noun adding the suffix ion, and then you will get accommodation, right? But work a lot with the pronunciation that here you have the second activity. You will have to listen again and underline the stressed syllable in each word. Which words have a different stress in the verb form and noun form? So pay attention to that. It is extremely important to notice that different accentuation of the word tell us if it is a verb or if it is a noun in some cases, right? So be careful and study consciously this topic. Great. And as a last activity of the vocabulary building part, you will have to complete the text with the words from exercise number 1. These words, right? So again, try to make this activity consciously, try to read the result aloud, try to look up in the dictionary all the words that you don't know, right? And try to write them down and study them. Excellent. Now we move to the reading part. So as you would see in the book, all the B parts in the different units, you will have the reading. So as you told me last Wednesday, whenever you have a reading, you pay attention to the pictures, you pay attention to the title of the reading, you read the captions, right? And you try to connect everything. Remember that we are talking about houses and homes in this unit. So, of course, we will continue talking about that, right? So, this reading is called All the Comforts of Home, right? And here the caption explains that an astronaut looks at Earth out of a porthole or a window on the International Space Station, right? Good. Surely we will learn about this International Space Station in the reading part because I have no idea, but I can say, because I understand all the words, that there's a station in the space that it is international, and there are astronauts in this station, right? Okay, so as you will see, and as we insist a lot, we need to learn a language with someone else, right? Because we need to discuss certain questions, we need to practice our communicative skills, right? So the first activity, activity number 4, it says work in pairs or maybe groups. And look at the photo, the one that you have in here, right? Discuss the questions. What things in the photo do you have in your own bedroom? What do you think these rooms are like in space station? What about bathroom? What about the kitchen, the living room, the dining room? So try to speak as much as you can, describing how you imagine these different rooms are in a space station. Great. So now we are going to move to activity number 5. You'll see we haven't read the article yet, but we are going to do it right now. It says, read about skimming and then skim the article. Choose the best description of the article. So you'll see here we are talking about the first reading strategy, to skim the text. And to skim means read a text quickly without focusing on all of the words. Only look for the main ideas. Read the title and the first sentence of each paragraph, and notice familiar and repeated words throughout the text. So, applying this strategy will help you solve activity number 5, which is choose the best description of the article. Is it A? Is it B? Is it C? Is it D? So try to apply this strategy and answer the activity, the question, right? Now you will have to, after doing that, you will have to read carefully the text, right? Read the first paragraph, read the second paragraph, and here you have some words that the writer things that you might not know. That's why they are explained here, right? And then what you can do is to listen to this text and try to repeat again. You need to get accustomed to read aloud in order to automatize your speaking skill, right? So try to listen to this text and try to repeat that. So while you read, you can do many things. For example, highlight the words that you don't know and you need to look them up in the dictionary. You need to also highlight some important parts or parts that you can relate to other things. So it's important for you to work, to read actively, right? So work consciously with this text. Then it says, read the article and the timeline, both things. Remember that here we have a timeline about the International Space Station. So, read the article and the timeline. Choose the correct option to complete each sentence. So, you will have to do this activity, activity number 6. And let's move to the last section of this unit 2B, critical thinking. And in order to be a critical reader, you need to identify and distinguish fact from opinion, right? So you will read in this box, in the one that you have here, the difference between these two concepts, right? And after doing that, you will try to apply what you have learned here in this activity, activity number 7. Look at the critical thinking box. Are the sentences fact or opinion? And as a last activity, and this is a speaking activity because you need to provide your stance. You will have to follow these steps, and it is a wonderful activity, right? So Scott Kelly thinks that the ISS has most of the comforts of home. Do you agree or disagree? Why? It is important to tell us why, right? Then number 2, make a list of 8 things to take with you to leave on the ISS. You will have basic food and water, but you may choose to bring special food or drinks. So think carefully. B says, now remove 4 things from the list. And the last step, what is the most important item on your list? Well, why don't you analyze and expand on that? Well, wonderful. I hope you enjoyed this activity. I hope you learn a lot from this reading. We are going to add extra activities related to the reading, but this is going to be done next week. So for next Wednesday, I think that we are going to work with this last activity, activity number 8. So, well, good luck.